You're watching Pyro Media Network.
Thank you for tuning in. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. We hope your experience is fruitful. Please feel free to visit our website to find out how you can join our growing family. While we are loading your experience, please do us a quick favor and hit that like button from whichever platform you're watching or listening on. Also, share so others may enjoy as well. And we hope you would consider hitting that subscribe or follow button so you can check out more of our amazing content. All right, let's start the show.
Christian ain't good with forgiving, ain't turning my cheek, now I'm raising that pistol. Lord, forgive me. With all my breath, with all my strength, with all my pain, I'm fighting this war. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. No turning back, 'cause I'm free.
Hey, spread the word to my people. The spirit fell on me, told me fight against the evil, not turn. Not turn, yeah. Fuck the sticks now, nigga, got burners. Hold up, hey, spread the word to my people. The spirit fell on me, told me fight against the evil, not turn. Not turn. We in the sticks, now we all got burners. Hold up. I'm hearing voices in my head say I need to be.
KO, you're muted.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me out there in America? Can you hear me? I don't know what was going on with my microphone, but I'm on now. Welcome to Dirty Laundry, y'all. Tonight's conversation is going to be a real difficult one, right? Now, you know what we do on Dirty Laundry. We address the issues, the tough issues that we need to talk about in the Black community. Tonight, it's going to be a tough one. But hey, that's why we do laundry, y'all. We wash it, we rinse it, and we rebuild, because it's our duty to reclaim the narratives that are associated with us. So with that, welcome to Dirty Laundry, y'all. Let's go and get into this spin cycle with Kwame Speaks. The pre-wash. Pre-wash. Laundry. I'm discombobulated.
What's going on, brother? How are you?
Man, I'm having such a listen. I've been this whole Cyrus and this whole Mr. Child thing got me in. But
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother. Let's get this pre-wash going, brother.
Man, we're gonna talk about it. Hopefully we can get some type of understanding with it, because I still don't understand, brother. But today I only got a couple of things for you guys. I don't got too much. I just didn't feel a lot of the stuff that was going on in pop culture was relevant to the show today, especially with the topic at hand. But Russell Wilson has announced his retirement. He came out with a little video on his social media. Take a look.
I remember the moment I fell in love with football. Waking up before sunrise with my dad and brother. Deep post routes and moon balls. Yeah, that's where it all began. But somewhere along the way, my love for football turned to more than just passion. It was an obsession. You've been my joy, my peace, my safe place. You taught me discipline, faith, and resilience. How to keep believing no matter the circumstances. You've given me purpose and opportunity. Opportunity to inspire others and create change. To continue to evolve the game, not just for me, but for the next generation of ballers. You've also given me the greatest gift of all, family. To every coach who believed in me, you helped shape me into the man I am today. To Coach Carroll, thanks for taking a chance on young five.
So I don't want to go through the whole thing, but I think that it's a great thing that he did some great work. I think to go through the entire to go through his career without any major injuries or anything like that, and to be transferred to winning some Super Bowls under his belt, I think he did a good job. And he married one of our own, so that like we don't see a lot of people at the top, and he did good by her. He's been doing good by her, and he's been doing good by her kids, and also the kids that they have together. So I think he's a great example as one of the good black men out there. Okay, good men out there, because we're good at the core. They just try to put a narrative on us. But anyway, that's a whole nother conversation, my brother.
It is. It's so relevant tonight because I'm a cook tonight. I gotta cook. I gotta get into it tonight because we got some stuff going on in this country that we really need to address.
I agree, and I hope maybe this next topic will give you a little bit of seasoning and some olive oil to heat up on you as you cook. Next up is the Trump on Black Job Report. This happened. I'm just gonna let you watch it, and then we can discuss it afterwards.
All the jobs report will be released. While the unemployment rate has been steady at 4.3%, the black unemployment rate has been 7.3%. When you ran for president, you courted black voters and talked about what you described as black jobs. How do you describe why this disparity is happening? What can you do to close that?
Well, we're doing very well with the black jobs, African-American jobs. I saw some numbers that we're doing really well. But where we're really going to do well is when all these plants are open. We're building many car plants. We're bringing cars back from Germany. We're bringing, we lost the car industry years ago. 54% of the industry went to Germany, Japan, Canada, Mexico. It's all coming back. It's amazing. And where your black worker is really going to do well is when those factories open. So I think they're going to be great. We've been doing very well. It's been a big focus for me. Yeah, please.
I have never. I mean, I've seen people lie. You know what I'm saying? But I just have never. God damn. Like you, I truly believe at this point, my brother, I really do believe that he believes his own bullshit. Like, I really do. Because first of all, you can look this up. Like, all of the stuff that he's spewing lies about, you can look it up. The stats are out there. The black unemployment rate is up 12%. So what do you mean we're doing great with black jobs? What are you talking about? Like, you can just Google it. You can chat GPT, Google, Bing.com. You can do all of these different things.
I mean, shit, you could blow up a smoke signal and see that. I mean, what's up?
I mean, come on. Like, let's stop this.
Where's the car plants at, though? I would really like to know what those are.
Man, listen.
You know what time it is, and I'm glad you brought this out. I'm glad you talked about this, and thank you for that, man. Wonderful. Yeah. Excellent pre-wash, man.
No problem. Thanks for having me, bro.
No problem, man. Let's jump into this video right quick. Y'all check this out. Now let's go ahead and jump into this spin cycle, man. Hey, listen, are we living the American dream or are we living the American nightmare? That's my question to y'all for tonight. Are we really living this American dream? Everybody's bought into this American dream, but are we really living the American nightmare? Are we as Black Americans delusional about the American dream? Now, before anybody gets emotional, because I know how people like to get emotional about stuff, let's have an honest conversation. We are told that if we work hard, keep your nose clean, get an education, and play by the rules, success is waiting on the other side. Now, that's the promise. That's the dream. But has that dream worked the same for everybody? How many times have we heard that if Black Americans just comply, work hard, follow the rules, keep our hands visible, get an education, and stay out of trouble, or everything will just be okay? Yeah, we continue to see stories that make many of us question that promise. Whether it's a traffic stop, walking through a neighborhood, shopping in a store, or simply existing in certain spaces, there are many who feel like Black people are too often viewed. I feel like Black people are too often viewed as suspects and citizens second. So my question is to you, my viewers. We, like Martin Luther King said, maybe we've been put into a burning building. I mean, so let's have a conversation, a real conversation. Have Black Americans fully benefited from the American dream? Or have we bought into a ideal that has too often looked different in practice than it does on paper? Is our experience unique compared to other groups that come to this country seeking opportunity? And perhaps the most important question is where do we go from here? That's the question that I'm asking. Where do we go from here? Because this is not about fear. This is about division, right? This is about reality, perception, history, accountability. It's about asking difficult questions that many people are afraid to ask out loud. Did integration really help us or hurt us? Was desegregation a really good thing? Let's go and check out these videos tonight, because I'm about to cook, because I'm really angry about this situation. I'm going to keep it real with you. The young man was running away from the store. Now, I watched the whole thing with the attorney that, and by the way, it was a Black attorney that defended Mr. Child. He said that it's not about what we feel, it's about what the law says. And from what I know, when you're not in harm's way and you run away from an incident, whether you were stealing waters or not, whether you got caught stealing waters or not, which the video shows that he didn't take the waters, whether you seen a gun on his person or not, if you weren't in imminent danger, then what the hell did you chase him for? Don't it make sense to you that if somebody got a gun, you don't chase them? Would you chase a motherfucker with a gun? I don't know. Let's go to commercial. Then we're going to check it out.
Hey, it's Dr. Nicole D. Vick from Dr. Victorious, and you're watching Power Media Network.
Hey, it's Pastor Kim from It's Just Kim Live Show, and you're watching Pyro Media Network.
Black mama still crying on TV. These young brothers still dying on TV. Crackers on the camera still lying on TV. 3% rappers might put it on the CD. And our leaders, most of them speechless. How you gon' preach when you ain't trying to reach it?
You can't do that. I swear to God. Do not start reaching in there. Oh, I did. Do not reach in there. I literally did.
Now, the video you see right now is from former police officer Daniel Wilson, showing him putting force on Victoria Lang's neck after dragging her outside the McDonald's bathroom last August.
5 videos from that day in August are available to the public now.
2 of the videos are body cam footage from former officer Wilson.
Ma'am? Do you have ID on you? No.
August 26th of last year, former Wichita Falls police officers Daniel Wilson and Douglas Gully responded to a call about a person in the bathroom of the McDonald's on Holiday Street who was refusing to leave. Records show Lang refused to identify herself or provide identification.
Wilson and Gully carried her out of the restroom and restaurant, and in the video, the two did not give verbal commands to get up, and Wilson picked her up by the feet and Gully up by her handcuffs. Once outside, Lang still refused to walk with the officers. Wilson grabbed her ankles and dragged her across the parking lot to a squad car.
In the video, Wilson twisted Lang's legs into a figure 4, trying to turn Lang on her stomach. No verbal commands were given by Wilson. The 2 officers lifted Lang up and pushed her into the back of the car in a prone position. The body cam footage from the arrest to the Wichita County Jail is about 20 minutes long.
A suspension letter released by the city on April 7th called the actions of Wilson, quote, unreasonable, unnecessary, and excessive.
All right. Today, I intend to bring stuff back out. I intend to shine light on things that we probably forgot. Like every time we have something happen in this country, it's like reigniting the flame. So today, I intend to reopen some of these issues that we've been having in this country. I hope y'all take this ride with me, because for some strange reason, we comfortable. We always talking about who the president is. We always talking about, like, he gets up and says that we got a whole bunch of jobs, but we know ain't no damn jobs. You see that there aren't any jobs for black people. You see that, right? Everybody see that. Like Stevie Wonder can see that, right? Ray Charles, well, we can see that. So I intend to open up the archives and show y'all. I want to get back to showing y'all what it looked like, what America is really like for us. And I know people be like, all right, these are excuses. You know what I'm saying? People be like, oh, black people love playing the victim. We love being the victim. I know that's what they say. We like being the victim. All right. It don't matter if we walk through the park. It doesn't matter if your children are outside playing with a BB gun. It does not matter if you walking around just doing your thing. It doesn't matter. You could just be walking around just being regular, and somebody gonna jump on your ass. And that somebody always is somebody from a different nationality, different culture. See, when I talk about, this is what I recently been talking to people about, because I know people always get sensitive about the word race, right? So what I like to talk about is habitat and ecosystem, right? Habitat and ecosystem. Check this out. A lion is a feline. A tiger is also a feline, but they do not live in the same habitat. A polar bear is a bear. A grizzly bear is a bear, but they do not live in the same ecosystem, the same habitat. Certain flowers can't live in certain environments or they will die based on their environment. And what has been happening to us historically? That's all I'm asking. So I intend to shine some light on some stuff that maybe, just maybe, y'all forgot. Hey, run that footage. Run that footage. Do you remember who that is? Her last name is Harlins. Remember what happened to her in California? She went into the store to get an orange juice. She put the orange juice in her pocket, but she went to the front to pay for it. And the Asian lady decided that she wanted to not pay attention to that because the image of your children, they're instantly looked at as criminals. And this little girl was shot in the head. This was around the Rodney King thing. Do y'all remember that? Do you know her name? What's her name? Because somehow we keep worrying about whether white men gonna keep doing white men shit. And I know I'm using expletives tonight. I know I'm saying stuff that y'all might not want to. Okay, he's cursing, right? But the imagery of your children are being categorized as criminals simply because they have guns. Now, I don't agree with our kids, the imagery that we perpetuate in the media. I don't like what we do on television. That's why we do Dirty Laundry, so we can expose it and reclaim the narratives that are associated with us. But this little girl went into the store, Latasha Harlings. That's her name. Went into the store to get an orange juice, and the Chinese lady, or whatever she was, Korean, whatever, decided that she wanted to shoot this little girl in the head over a goddamn orange juice. I'm saying, think about it. Just think about it. Think about it. Yes, think about it. I want y'all to really think about what's going on in this country. While we fighting for rights, you know good and damn well they just repealed the 1968 Voting Act. Gerrymandered the shit out of Louisiana, which is a predominantly black state, district, whatever the hell you want to call it, took away your voice. I'm just saying, I want you to think about this because maybe, just maybe, we fucking forgot. Run the next video clip, please.
It began with a call to 911.
There was a guy that held a pistol. You know, it's probably fake, but he's like pointing it at everybody.
The guy was a 12-year-old, Tamir Rice, seen here on surveillance video playing with a pellet gun in a park across the street from his Cleveland home. The police dispatcher apparently didn't relay the part that the gun could be fake. Soon a squad car pulls up, and within 2 seconds, Officer Timothy Lohman guns down the boy.
3 commands were given to show your hands by Officer Lohman as he pulled up to the gazebo there.
Tamir died the next day. His mother says police wouldn't even let her go to her dying son.
As I was trying to get through to my son, the police told me to calm down or they will put me in the back of the police car.
The county prosecutor says the case will be heard by a grand jury to decide if the officer will face charges. The Rice family attorney wants to bypass that process and have the case go directly to trial.
We talked about it in Ferguson. When there's probable cause, you don't have to have a grand jury. You can do what the Constitution says and charge the person.
Samaria Rice says she wants justice for her son.
I'm actually looking for a conviction.
That boy was 12 years old. 12 years old. Police just rolled up and shot that little boy. He was 12 years old. 12 years old. The person who made the phone call said there's a guy outside waving a gun around. Right? When the police got there, you trying to tell me that they couldn't assess that this was a 12-year-old? First of all, I understand, right? Most people would be like, because I just got through watching American Skin. Exactly. Tamir Rice should absolutely still be here. But I'm just saying, I want to shine some light on this shit for y'all because I'm fucking angry. I want to share some light on this shit for y'all so you can remember why you're worried about things that our community needs. What we really need is solidarity. Did we need to integrate? Because from what I see, since we integrated with them, it's been shit. When I say integrate, let me help people with this, right? And this is not, I'm not a racial, I don't believe in racial things. I believe in cultural things, right? This is not racial things. This is a cultural thing. Their culture has not ever been conducive to us. Think about what I'm saying to you. Think about what I'm saying to you. Just try to unpack this for a second. Just think about this in your head and just really try to understand where I'm coming from. Tamir Rice was 12 years old. They criminalized your children. That boy was 12 years old. Just think about your own child. Why you out here fighting for rights? Like for me, I'm gonna keep it real with you. If my son get gunned down by somebody, right? Do you think I'm gonna do a press conference? Are we really burning down a store so they can get the insurance money? I thought it was our right that if you killed one of our children, we got the right to defend ours. I'm trying to figure out if we got the right to defend our own children. Fuck protesting. Who gonna protest? Fuck a protest. That's like begging to me. You kill one of my children, I'm saying you already know what time it is. Come on, maybe y'all forgot. But I think y'all forgot. And to those of you who didn't forget, y'all know what time it is. Maybe y'all forgot. Let's run the next clip.
It took just seconds for a routine traffic stop to turn deadly. And today, graphic video of the encounter was made public just a few days after a Minnesota police officer was found not guilty of manslaughter. Mireya Villarreal reports.
The newly released dashcam video shows the moment when Officer Geronimo Yanez stopped Philando Castile for a broken taillight last July. First, asking Castile for his license and registration.
I have to tell you, I do have a firearm on me. Don't reach for it then. Don't pull it out. Don't pull it out.
Within 90 seconds of making the stop, the 29-year-old officer fired 7 shots. Castile's girlfriend, Diamond Reynolds, was in the passenger seat. She streamed the immediate aftermath on Facebook Live.
I told him not to reach for it. I told him to get his hand out.
You told him to get his ID, sir, and his driver's license. Oh my God, please don't tell me he's dead. Please don't tell me my boyfriend just went like that.
Keep your hands where they are, please.
Yes, I will, sir. I'll keep my hands where they are.
As Officer Yanez continued to point his weapon at Castile, you can see an officer coax and pick up Reynolds' then 4-year-old daughter, who was in the back seat during the shooting.
Get the baby out of here!
Yanez was quickly suspended from the St. Anthony, Minnesota Police Department and soon indicted for manslaughter. During the trial, Yanez said he feared for his life and thought Castile, a 32-year-old school cafeteria worker, was pulling out a gun he was licensed to carry. Friday, the jury acquitted Yanez of all charges. Valerie Castile is Philando's mother.
My firstborn one son died here in Minnesota. Under the circumstances, just because he was a police officer, that makes it okay. Oh, now they got free reign. He's found innocent on all counts.
Castile family members were reportedly stunned when they saw the video during the trial. And Anthony, according to their attorney, they are planning to file a lawsuit against the city as well as the department.
I told him not to pull it. I told him not to pull it. I told him. I'm telling y'all, it's so hard for me to really, see the humanity in other people because they don't see the humanity in us. I told him not to pull it. You didn't see the 4-year-old in the back seat? The man came out and told you he had a gun. He came out and told you. From what I understand, when I'm getting ready to do some dirt, or if I'm finna pull it out and I'm finna go for broke, why the fuck would I tell you I got a gun? Why would I say that to you? These people do not see the humanity in us, and I want you to understand that. I know people want hands across America. I know people are like, hey, listen, I know people like, oh man, Kevin, this is really racially prejudiced. No, I'm saying culturally conscious. You need to be aware of who you dealing with. Cyrus went in the store to get some water. I want y'all to go look at the lawyer. Look, I'm telling you, I want y'all to go look at the lawyer's his closing arguments, because Mr. Child had a motherfucking black dude as his lawyer. I want you to go look at the closing arguments and how this man categorized everything. They painted this boy as a criminal after. First of all, let's be clear about something, right? Let's be clear about something. He walked in the store, went to the cooler, and the lady was sitting there like, you know, how Minister Society went. Hurry up and buy. Right? So naturally, he goes to the cooler, he pulls out the 4 waters, somebody sitting behind him. I know how I would feel. I know the fuck how I would feel. I would feel like, I decided to walk in this store and get 4 waters, and you sitting there on 4 waters, right? Like, listen, hear me out. Then he puts the waters back, the 4 waters back, right? And then he walks to, first of all, coming in the store, they told him to put his bag down because they didn't want him to put anything in his bag. Now, from what I know, if you tell me to put my bag down when I walk in the store and I comply, that does not look like I'm trying to steal nothing. Okay, check this out. Even if I had it in my head, like, okay, fuck it, let's just go there. I'm a steal something. But then you tell me to put my bag down, and then I go over there, and then it's a person sitting right here, and then I put the waters back, and then you say, we thought you stole something, and then you make me shake my shirt, and then when I shake my shirt, you see that I ain't stole shit, but you thinking like, okay, so what is it? You thought it was a bottle of water? Or you thought it was a gun? Because when you go look at the closing arguments of the attorney, his talking point was they saw something heavy in his pocket. Okay, check this out. So you run out the store, he ran out the store, and then while he's running, if you think this is a violent person, you don't run after them. And if you think he stole a bottle of water, you're going to chase this boy for 130 yards? They are criminal. Listen, this is why I talk about the shit that I talk about on this show. This is exactly why I call it dirty laundry, because we need to talk about these issues that affect us in our community. We have to start doing better now. There's nothing that you can do to survive these altercations. I'm going to be real with you. There's nothing I don't think you could do to survive these altercations, but you really need to prefer your own. And we really need to have a code of conduct, and we really need to reclaim the narratives that are associated with us. No more lewd music. Because the first thing they do when they kill your ass is they go to your Instagram account and then they pull up pictures of your son or your daughter holding a gun. Fuck that. Fuck that. Philando Castillo told this man that he had a gun. And this cop was scared because they are scared of us because they know they've been treating us like shit for a very long time. Run the next video, please.
Open my car door. You just open my car door. So you're threatening to drag me out of my own car.
Get out of the car.
And then you're
I
going to
will
stun
light
me?
you up. Get out.
Wow.
Get out of the car.
Really, for a failure to signal. You're doing all of this for
Get
a failure
over there.
Right, yeah. Yeah, let's take this to court. Let's do
Go ahead.
For a failure to signal. Yeah.
That video shows he's not in fear of his safety, and she's not reaching for anything. It's already in her hand, and she's recording him. That's what that video shows. The video show. That's why I'm in disbelief at what I'm seeing.
Open up the case. Period. That's how I feel right now. Mm-hmm. This is crucial to everything that he said in the report, in his report. This not only shows that he lied, but that he really had no business even stopping her, period.
I miss you. I love you.
That's a particularly tough one for me because that girl wasn't doing nothing to nobody. A failure to turn signal? a failure to signal. And then the coward ass police department said that she hung herself in the cell. She committed suicide over a failure to turn signal, a failure to signal. So, I don't want to hear no more of this. Well, he's doing this and he's doing that. White people been white people in the whole time we've been in this motherfucking country. And that's why I try to hold us accountable. That's exactly why I like to have conversations about things that are uncomfortable for us to talk about, because we need to realign ourselves with our own goals and our own principles and our own morals. Sandra Bland, remember her name? I mean, I could go down a long list. I mean, shit, this show would be 3 hours if I went down the whole entire list. Like, I know what people will say. Well, we have to figure out the details. We got to figure out the details. But I'm trying to figure out why he already was threatening to tase her for a failure to signal. Are y'all understanding what I'm getting at right now? Are y'all understanding what the fuck I'm trying to get at right now? Like, I get it. We like our culture. Everybody like our culture. They love our culture until it's time for them to do some stupid shit to us. They love our songs. They love our food. They love our women. They love our basketball. They love our football. They love everything about us until it's time to give us recognition for the things that we need recognition for. Is this racially prejudiced? Or is this some real talk? He already had intentions on harming her. Exactly. He already wanted to harm her. Let's not be foolish. Everybody know that. So what I'm asking is when are we going to wake up? When are we going to wake up? You've been participating in voting for all this time. What the fuck have it got you? Has it gotten you anything? Have you gotten anywhere? Now, don't get it twisted. I believe in the political process. I believe in a democracy. I believe in all of that when it works right. But we can't just keep on just participating and not getting nothing for it. As soon as Joe Biden got into office, he passed the Asian hate crime bill. Now, what you think that was for? What the hell you think that was for? So now you can't even do shit to these people that are just like, fuck y'all. We at war. We are at war. Y'all know that, right? You know we are at war. If you don't know we are at war, it's something wrong with you. If you don't know we are at war, it's something wrong with you. Okay? It's got to be something wrong with you. You got to understand that we are at war. We are at war. It just don't seem like it because you can go get you a nice job. You can get a college education. But they don't want you sitting at their tables. And I don't care what nobody say. Hey, listen, if you got white friends, if you got Asian friends, if you got Hispanic friends or whatever, the only thing I'm going to say to you, if they really are about our struggle, you see, because we made it possible. Our blood is what made it possible for all of these people to be getting all the benefits that they're getting right now. I hope y'all know that. And if you got Asian friends, Hispanic friends, all these different friends, oh my God, this is some racial shit. He's really racially prejudiced. Well, tell them they need to be speaking up more than we do. They need to speak up more than we do about these issues. Ain't nothing you could tell me about two grown-ass men chasing down a 14-year-old boy and shooting him in the back 130 yards away. When they say he pulled out a gun while he was on the ground, my question is why the fuck you chase him for 130 yards? If you chase me for 130 yards and I got a gun, you're not shooting me. I'm shooting your motherfucking ass. Let's check these facts. Now, normally, y'all know me. I stop. I do a check the facts segment, because I wanna make sure that I'm right about what I'm talking about. But I don't need to check facts on this. This is a lived experience for Black people. Black people are living this condition. We've been living this condition for the better part of almost 400 years. Our children have been gator baked. Our people have been hung and put on fucking postcards. We have been mocked with blackface, mammy, all of that shit, right? So just what? Normally, I would pull up the statistics. I would pull up the data. I would pull up the studies. I would pull up the report and the receipts. But today, I don't need a chart to tell me what black people done lived through. This is my fact for the day. Run that footage for me, dog.
We declare our right on this earth to be a man, to be a human being, to be respected as a human being, to be given the rights of a human being in this society, on this earth, in this day, which we intend to bring into existence by any means necessary.
Let's go to commercial.
This is Tammy from Tammy's Take, and you're watching Pyro Media Network.
The news is divided. Ground News puts it back together, with coverage from thousands of outlets around the world in one place. So you can spot sensational reporting, no matter what side of the political spectrum you're on. Beside every headline, you'll see who owns the source, how reliable it is, and if they have a political bias. Multiple perspectives side by side, giving you a well-rounded view of today's biggest stories. Visit ground.news to learn more.
What's going on, y'all? It's Kwame Speaks from Kwame Speaks Live, and you're watching Pyro Media Network.
Hey, how y'all doing? Real quick, this is Daryl Walter, host of the Daryl Walter Show. I know. And you are watching Pyro Media Network.
Black mama still crying on TV. These young brothers still dying on TV. Crackers on the camera still lying on TV. 3% rappers might put it on the CD. And our leaders, most of them speechless. How you gon' preach when you ain't trying to reach?
All right, y'all. Let's run through this rinse cycle right quick. Now, this is where I do my final segment. This is where I do my final ideas, right? And here's the truth, right? Let's just go ahead and keep it real, because that's what we like to do. We like to keep it real. I don't need a graph to tell me that black people was the victims of chattel slavery. I don't need a spreadsheet to tell me that we were bought, sold, beaten, lynched, castrated, segregated, disenfranchised, and treated as less human. I don't have to prove that shit. We don't have to go to court about that and check the details. I don't need data to tell me that families were separated, communities were destroyed, and generations were forced to navigate systems that were never designed with us in mind. I know the history. More importantly, I know the lived reality. I live it. I've experienced it in my lifetime. I've been on the end of that traffic stop that could have went a whole total different way. I'm a black man. Okay? I'm a black man. The eye test is what I'm using today. I know the history. More importantly, I know the lived reality. Let that sizzle in your spirit. Let that sit in there for a minute. Every black man that's watching this show, every black woman that's watching this show, you don't need the data. It's a lived experience for you. But the question is what we gonna do about it? At what point do we stop being shocked by the things that's happening for centuries? Okay, when we gonna stop being shocked about that stuff? I know everybody like, we not shocked. We not shocked. When I say shocked, you still want to romanticize white wealth standards? You still can't mess with a man unless he making 6 figures? Why do we have this unrealistic expectation? The only time you validate your existence is through the lens of Eurocentricized male hegemony. The filter that you have is through what white people consider civilized behavior. You can't even dance at a damn graduation. And if you go look at any African festival, we always dance when we had a festival or a graduation or a presentation. At what point do we stop acting surprised? At what point do we become intentional about building our own institutions? Like Dr. Claude Anderson says. When do we build our own infrastructure? We got dope boys in the neighborhood. Y'all making millions of dollars selling dope and selling death to your community. Why don't you buy back the neighborhood? No convenience stores. Huh? Nobody buying the block back. Nobody's going to college and coming back and teaching a free class to the kids. You just shitting on them, huh? You get a doctorate to be a brain surgeon and you don't come back and teach one child. It's important for us to control our narratives. That's why I talk about dirty laundry, because these are the topics that we need to talk about. And this is the reality that we need to address so we can get back to who we were before we start trying to sit at the white table. And y'all know what I'm talking about when I say the white table. We talking about inclusion, because what's crazy is we didn't have a 77% single parent household before integration. Because if we all do a recount on trauma, the trauma has become our identity. I'm not asking whether racism exists. I'm not asking whether injustice exists. I'm asking something different. This is what I'm asking. Are we tired yet? Are we tired yet? Are we tired of reacting instead of building? Ain't no more we shall overcome. We not gonna overcome. Since when do you beg for freedom? That's some shit you fight for. The system is working perfectly. How do you think that you're going to negotiate your way or vote your way out of a system that's intentional and has been put in place for you to specifically be oppressed? Are we tired of marching without strategy? Are we tired of waiting for somebody else to solve problems that belong to us? Are we tired enough to organize? Are we tired enough to unify? No more gender war. No more, oh, I can't stand him. Oh, I can't stand her. Because we all been traumatized. About as many fingers that I could point at the black woman, shit, I got 100 of them pointing back at me. Are we tired enough to put aside our differences and focus on our collective future? That's the question. Because eventually, every people must decide whether they will remain consumers or take your life off spin cycle. Run that clip for me. Watch this.
So why don't you move to a different country? Why are you staying here? Young 10-year-old, very intelligent-looking young lady, a black young lady, who will not stand for the Pledge of Allegiance in her classroom. She doesn't want to stand up because apparently she believes that black Americans need a lot more to be done in this country. You know what I believe, Cornell? And I know you supported her publicly. I think at 10 years old, she has no real understanding of what America is. So I wonder if her parents have sat her down and explained what Americans have given their lives. White, black, red, it doesn't make any difference. They stood and they fought and they died for this country, and she doesn't want to do anything to honor them?
Man, she comes from a family of military service members. Her father's a retired military service member also, who served this nation well with great dignity.
Good.
Her mother's a very intelligent woman. What white people need to understand...
Just white people?
Yes, please, let me explain. That national anthem was written by Francis Scott Key, a slave owner,
oh, here we go,
who demonized and hated black slaves and black people. Go research the third verse where he says, "There's no refuge in this country for the hireling or the slave. Both should be turmoil to the grave."
How's her parents
This
doing?
is a man
Are they successful?
that promised turmoil for black people to the grave. Would you ask Jewish children
parents
to
aren't
have pledged
successful.
to a German anthem that disrespects Jewish people?
they're
No, you
living
would
in
not.
Germany,
No,
sure.
you would not.
Well, sure.
That disrespects Jewish people?
Then
No, you
why
would not.
you certainly can kneel down. In America, you have the right to do that.
America looked at the same way at Rosa Parks when she refused to get up and give up her seat to a white man on the bus. But history vindicated her. History vindicated her. America demonized Harriet Tubman for freeing slaves from slavery, but history vindicated her. So I say to that young girl, you stand strong, stand up, and stand for what you believe in. And to all of those who are too coward to do it, don't get in that young girl's way. Others like her, support that young girl.
What would you like her to say to the men and women who have fought for this country like I ran into over the weekend? The black men and women who fought for this country and some who gave their lives.
Ask the black men and women who served America in its military, like in the Independence War. We helped America get it, and we were still slaves after. Ask those in Vietnam who gave their war on Vietnam battlefields, but then came back and was called in their own country. We have fought in America's war, and we've never been given the justice and the due process of everybody else in this nation.
Then why don't you move to a different country? Why are you staying here?
Man, let me tell you why. Because the country belongs to Indians. You folks stole it from them. It's not your country. You came over here and stole it from.
You don't like it. Why don't you pack up and go?
Let the Indians decide who should pack up and go. And I guarantee you, black folks will stay be on first damn boat leaving here. So don't try that, brother. You ought to make America.
What you should do is sit down with someone who has fought for this country, Cornell. Get their opinion too.
Tons of black people have. What have we gotten from it?
Let's put it on the clothesline, bro. You hear what he's saying? You hear what he's saying? You heard what he said. And I guarantee you that all of them feel that way. The Asian dude that said, "Oh, you know what? If you guys don't want to deal with us, if you think you want to boycott us, how about we close the laundromats and the liquor stores? Take away the weave and the Michael Jordans." Like, here's a cold hard reality. The Hondas, our bloodshed is the reason why your ass can sell in this country. Oh, and don't forget, the reason why your ass can even make Jordans is because the black man that made them motherfucking shoes popular, you stitching it on the shoes. So don't get this shit twisted. We need infrastructure. So let's put this on the clothesline. The book of today is 100 Years of Lynching. You should go out and grab this book, 100 Years of Lynching by Ralph Ginsburg. Ginsburg, from the last time I checked, was not a black person name. Ralph Ginsburg, right? When I first read this book, when I really looked at this book, I was like, hold on for a second. Don't they say that, isn't the common narrative is that we didn't own slaves? Well, you should go out and get this book, 100 Years of Lynching. It seems like this is a common theme. This seems like this is Nordic culture. Like I said, I don't do racial things. I do culturally conscious things. And if you understand ecosystem and habitat, then you know that certain ecosystems and certain habitats have to be good for you to survive in it. Have you survived? What we gonna do? It's Dirty Laundry, y'all. Thanks for showing up tonight. Take your life off spin cycle, please.
Thank you for watching Pyro Media Network. For more information, please visit pyromedianetwork.com.